the white boy with the baseball bat, bunch of face tattoos and a NASCAR hat, in a backyard like scrapyard. Got a glass jar full of tobacco that's blacker than asphalt. Rolling with hundreds of crackers who acting like animals, they cannot handle their alcohol. We the white boys from the backwoods and the bad hoods, and the trailer park trash that pack guns. When I was younger, they taught me to struggle and hustle like 200 bikers, and they were my brothers. We coming for blood and you running for cover, addicted to drugs in the gutter and drunker than anyone leaving the.
A little bit, okay.
A second man approaches.
Are you part of the organization? Who are all the people that are here? I'm just doing a story on it. I'm just wondering. Yeah. No. I'm a reporter. Media. Of Real America's Voice. No police. No La Migra. Why would it matter? Are the people here not supposed to be here? Are the people here legal? Are they migrants? They're migrants. Are they here legally or illegally? Illegal? Okay. How many people? You don't know? 30? 30? Maybe? Okay. I'll leave it to it.
So he just confirmed, wouldn't tell me his name. First guy did. Both of them here illegally. And they said everyone here is illegal. This whole place is full of illegals. They're really sketchy about me being here. Thought I was law enforcement or border patrol. Told them I was neither of those things, that I'm a reporter trying to do a story on it. But that just shows you, this place is running an illegal shelter, and it's being allowed to do it, not just allowed to do it, it's being paid for, in part, by Pima County, by the taxpayers of Pima County. That's illegal. It's illegal. It's illegal. It's a crime. So don't tell Border Patrol. Border Patrol knows about this place. They've raided it before. They should raid it every single day. Not only do we have people come into our country that aren't asked to assimilate, we have people within our country who are working to destroy it. It's pure evil. And I just pray. I pray against it. Pray against the principalities and powers of darkness in this valley, and especially in that place. Lord, I pray your angel armies go from the border to the city, to that little community, to cast it out in Jesus' name, Lord. I pray your blood over this whole valley. I pray that the evil that needs to be exposed and destroyed is exposed and destroyed in Jesus' name. The illegal alien problem, they don't have an invasion problem. This is actually a location, last time we were down here, we had 3 illegals run across the road right here, run up this side of this mountain here, and then they basically hug these hills all the way across behind Arivaca Lake into the No More Deaths camp, and then they continue on their way up to get picked up. This is where they are. This is where the illegals are. They're not going through the checkpoint. If the checkpoint's open, they're running through the desert. They're coming up through these mountains, and many of these hilltops here have cartel scouts on them. So I'm going to go up this one, check it out, and go up this wash. This is where they're going to be. This is the kind of place, actually, when I was here last, they came running down the hillside right in front of us. This is where Border Patrol needs to be if they're going to catch any of them. All right, onto the cartel bunkers. Got up to the top of this little ridge, so I came up, and you see my truck is actually right through, it's the top of the truck right there. Came up this wash, there's a little cattle pond right there. Nice place to fill up your water bottles if you want a filter. But you can see how much traffic, the footsteps that are here. This whole area is northbound. Perfect spot to lay up right here. You can see everywhere. You can see all the way down into the valley. They buy on the Mexico side. They have markets over there that cater specifically for them. I was just with Tim Foley of Arizona Border Recon at his place, showing me the videos. The amount of traffic coming through here is insane. The number of people it's huge. It's not slowing down at all. No matter what you hear out of Washington, D.C., this is not slowing down. It's getting worse.
See, this is the same group. It's that big. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
It's a big guy.
8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17.
You gotta think, how bad are these people coming this way? This is pretty steep rock face here. About 40 feet up, about 50 feet from the water. If you gotta come this way, because you don't want to get caught, you gotta have a pretty bad rap sheet. They follow these washes as far as they can, so they can't be seen. Obviously, if there's no border patrol down there, they're not worried about that, but it's the cameras and sensors on tops of some of these mountains. They can see why they come this way over these mountains. We're still several miles from the border. They come this way because they can stay hidden in the wash, the rock easier. When they get up to these high points, they can see all the way across the valley. The only way Border Patrol's coming in, down this dirt road. And there's a million of these trails. A million. I'm not exaggerating. A million of these trails along our border. This is one of a million that Border Patrol has to constantly stay up on. If I were the cartel and I wanted to design the perfect border security policies to help me make more money, I would do exactly what Washington, D.C. is doing right now.
I wish Congress would actually do something and follow through with, we're going to impeach, but the key word in the phrase Congress is con. They just tell you what you want to hear. Nothing will ever happen.
Yeah.
Just like Hunter. Nothing will ever happen.
The worst part is, now with these leftist NGOs, they'll put water drops and food drops when they know they'll find these paths. We know they work directly with the cartels because the illegals that are coming through have maps that are made by the leftist NGOs, like No More Deaths, and then they're given to the people, the illegals that are coming, by the cartel coyote. So it's going directly from the leftist organizations to the cartel coyote to the illegals coming in. And the maps not only tell them where to go, but where to resupply. So the illegals that are breaking in, that are invading our country, are resupplying with leftist NGO, American taxpayer-funded water, food, blankets. But so are the cartel coyotes and the scouts that are working the tops of these mountains. It's full.
Ben noticed a suspicious vehicle slowly approaching.
More than likely that's a leftist water dropper. As slow as it's driving, and maybe a pickup.
Water dropper?
Maybe somebody looking to pick up, because that's going extremely slow. Trying to get down there and intercept them. If they are. Sounds like they're on the main road. Right down here. Let's sit here for a second and see. Covered with evidence. Look at these. I still have the camel on them. And it's not bleached, so these are brand new. This is how they carry them. This is the Biden border invasion. Title 42 may have ended. But Biden's border invasion sure hasn't. I wasn't down on the road when that vehicle came through, but it was going so slow it very easily could have picked up. And this is right where the pickup is. I just found 6 sets of these water bottles dumped brand new, green camo still on them. A couple of them still half full of water, cold water. So it's very possible that guy just picked up and is heading into Nogales. For 20 miles is basically unmanned right now.
As Ben drives along the border, he sees a group of illegals about to climb over one of the cartel ladders that have been set up. So he does what any good American would do and cuts them down.
Go home! And here's number 4, ladder.
The further he drives, the worse it gets, and Ben finds himself alone on a 20-mile stretch of wall with no Border Patrol agents to stop the invaders or to protect him.
Huh? Mexicanos, this is no bueno, es muy peligroso. Muerto.
Just had those 8 guys and 1 girl cross over right down behind me. I called into the sector headquarters, and this is what they said.
If only our Border Patrol was out here stopping them, rather than being held up at the processing centers, escorting the illegal invaders into America.
So it's just wide open out here, huh?
Yes, sir.
That sucks.
Film it.
I am.
Thank you for calling in, but we have nobody to work it, sir. Manpower is nil.
Sadly,
God bless you,
this is Joe Biden's new America.
I want to play that again. Secretary Marcus, listen to this. America, listen to this. Listen to what he just told me.
Thank you for calling in, but we have nobody to work it, sir. Manpower is nil.
They have nobody. Nobody to stop that. He said, film it. God bless them. God bless Border Patrol. But man, we need people in office who actually put America first again.
Ben moves back down the line towards El Paso, only to find more illegal activity.
Now that they're heading back in to the station, got the other truck that just got the male and young female. Now you got less Border Patrol down here, and it just makes it easier for the other guys, the ones that really don't want to get caught, to make their move. And while this is all happening, in every direction, the same thing is happening. All orchestrated movements by the cartels. These guys are just sitting up there, waiting for their turn, watching. Get Border Patrol distracted, and then it's constant. And I've been down here, I've been to El Paso a long time. Obviously, conservative Anthony Aguedo's down here. He's been covering this for a long time. I've never seen this. I mean, this is the traffic, the level of traffic out here is on another level. This is after Title 42 ended. So what appears to be happening is all of these CBP-1 apps, the people coming in claiming fake asylum or whatever other reason they want to justify going through the ports of entry, using Border Patrol resources there, and all the other people crossing illegally in places like Eagle Pass. Mexico side's all controlled by the cartel, but the sad reality is much of America is too. I just drove through this community over here where this illegal ran behind me, and so many of these buildings, the people that live down here are all part of this cartel, human trafficking and drug smuggling trade. And it just makes it impossible for us to secure this, especially when we have open border Democrats in Washington, D.C. inviting more of it. I'm gonna head up to where those guys are and just show you what an environmental disaster it is too. And they're not even hiding at all. They're just chilling right there on the tops of the mountain, just waiting to come down, and they know Border Patrol doesn't have the resources.
He sees more of the illegals that were throwing rocks at the drone just minutes before.
These are some of the guys I filmed this morning.
He cautiously approaches.
¿De dónde son? ¿México? ¿Tú hablas inglés? ¿No inglés? ¿Dónde? El Paso? Okay. I'll show you where these guys are going. So there's trails all over the backside of these mountains that they can go to. Okay, so this is the main path. This is what people that are hiking the mountain up to the cross use this main path. But basically everywhere you see another trail on the side of the mountain, that's all illegal alien traffic. On this 2,000 mile long border, and you go further out west, even out where the wall goes. I was talking to Border Patrol this morning. They said all the points that Biden stopped building, these were all points. We had already paid for the material, we had already paid for the contracts, and Joe Biden and the Democrats stopped building. They took your money, taxpayer money, and burned it. And now the cartel is exploiting all of these areas from the Gulf of Mexico to the Pacific Ocean. Cartels control it all. The Democrats aren't doing it. And that's actually clean up some of their illegal alien trash and just show you. With the cartel gang members who are inviting in, you're trashing our country at the same time. Down right into Sunland Park. The amount of garbage, I've already filled up one in 5 minutes. All illegal alien trash. This is one of the spots they'll camp out at night.
Wow.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
There you go. Just keeps going, man.
That's
I
fucked
brought up 2 big
up.
trash bags. That was a joke. There you go, Democrats.
Oh my gosh.
Well done. Democrat policies in action. How sad is this?
No way.
Little girl, at least one, probably two backpacks, 2 little female backpacks. Looks like they grabbed what they could and dumped the rest. Do you speak English? Are you going over? Where you guys just wait here and then look for a good opportunity to go?
That's
Try.
what we're waiting for.
Yeah.
He said if you want me to help you to collect bottles, and I can go down with you.
No, tell him he'll get me in trouble. Are you guys all going to El Paso, or
Yeah,
how much did you pay to have to come across?
a lot of money.
Yeah.
They charge $500 for each person.
Just to come over the mountain.
Just to drop them over.
Do they owe more debt when they get there? Are they? No, they're free,
To put them there.
and then they're free to go. Or do they
pay some more money
to get to the next place?
Yeah, to get to the next place.
Did the Border Patrol ever come up here to get them?
Yeah.
They do.
And a helicopter.
You came from Peru. How bad is Peru right now?
Really bad.
Yeah, bad government.
Make no mistake, he knows this could be an extremely dangerous situation, especially with the cartel coyotes watching the interaction.
There you go. We got a bunch of them here. So each group, they said, guided by a different coyote. We got another group back in the hills over here, hiding up. And these guys over here. See the wall actually ends right down there. All day, just running back and forth here. And I gotta tell you, I don't fault the cartel. I don't fault the guys coming over illegally. I mean, if we catch you, we're sending you back, we're prosecuting you, but I don't fault those guys nearly as much as I fault the leftists that are inviting this. That's what's doing this. We got the invitation, and they're coming.
We'll head back to El Paso and join Paula White and the National Faith Advisory Board are looking to fix the situation at the border rather than exploit it like other nonprofits.
Called Operation Border Blessing. And Operation Border Blessing, of course, because we have about 16,000 Border Patrol. They are the heroes, as if you've seen the processing center, many of them are in there. But these guys are trained to be out protecting our borders. They are trained to be out. And the media and people villainize them, demonize them, and these are heroes in our community. These are fathers, these are uncles, these are friends. So we want to bless the community, bless their children. And Border Patrol are they're doing their job. They're being sent to make sure that the border's secure, that the fentanyl's not getting over, that the cartel like coyotes, and of course every time we got a processing center, we're missing parts of our border. These guys are heroes.
We do something with Gold Star families that is just amazing. So these are agents who have died in the line of duty. What we do is we bring them to Orlando, Florida. We pay for their airfare. We put them in a nice hotel. They create their own experience. If they want to go to Disney for 5 days.
We're here in El Paso. I was in Sunland Park, New Mexico. We're right on the border, and I was actually out running this morning and caught, the action of 4 illegals getting caught. We had the helicopter flying over me, and it was just a wild scene. This is what Border Patrol is having to deal with. I'm actually here with Ron Vitello, he's the only guy, I think, is what I heard, that you were former acting director of Border Patrol, ICE, and Customs and Border Protection.
That's correct.
Talk to us, Ron, about what we're doing out here.
Yeah, so this is Operation Border Blessing. So thanks, Ben, for letting us show the American people what's going on. We've designed an event for Border Patrol agents and their families to come and be praised by the community and by these pastors and by the faith community, so we can tell them how much America appreciates them, so they get to come down here, spend some time with us, take a few tokens of our appreciation home with them, and just experience what it's like for when America tells them they appreciate what they do every day.
And you compare that to, what's coming out under President Trump versus now, and how Border Patrol is being treated. And we know that incident in Del Rio with the reins that were called whips, and just the attack, the morale, the impact on morale. What would you say to Border Patrol that's out there?
Well, I would tell them to hang in there, and hopefully help is on the way. And I just have to tell you, as a former, it's very frustrating to see what the agents are having to be put through. Not because of anything that they did wrong. What happened to them is this administration made terrible choices about how to handle our border policy, and unfortunately the men and women of the Border Patrol, the front line of DHS and their families, are left to pick up the pieces. And so I got to see a little bit of that today. Again, it's very frustrating, the amount of cost and misery of the people that are in the pipeline, the dangers that they're in, the human trafficking, the fentanyl smuggling, and knowing that many of our agents, instead of being out there protecting us, humping the hills like you did today along our southwest border, they're inside of a processing center where there are 2,700 people waiting for their attention. And so why is that happening? It's because of the choices that this administration made, because many of those people are going to be released into the United States, and that's a strong incentive that goes around the world and sending people to our border.
This is what it's all about. It's giving back. And this is the difficult part, is showing the reality of the disaster on the border, what's being invited in by the administration in Washington, D.C., but then saying, okay, how can we spill the body of Christ to the hurting people? And so there is a balance in that, and finding out, all right, and bottom line is, all of this comes back to, Lord, use me. Where do you want me to go? What do you want me to say? What do you want me to do? And if we go with that mindset, the Lord will lead us. I pray that in Jesus' name. I pray that for you, for our nation, and for the nations.
The challenges that still remain with this large flow coming across the border, that risks that remain, that within that people are getting away. Many of those people are criminally involved. Many of those people might in fact be terrorists. And so we heard what concerns the agents that are on the line now. Those faith leaders that came, and they heard directly from my former colleagues about the challenges here and how powerful these cartels are getting and how difficult it is for them to do their job. And so it was an opportunity to be inspired by how hard they work, how patriotic and how faithful they are, but it was also a time to reflect on how to get the policy right, how to understand what the complexities are here, and where we can help.
As Ben continues his journey eastward along the border across the ports of entry into America.
Philadelphia. Florida. De donde son? A lot of them don't want to talk, you can tell, Steve. De donde son? Haiti? Haiti? Africa? Haiti? Haiti? ¿A dónde vas?
Manchester.
Where are you going? New York? New York? New York? California?
No.
No? Michigan?
Maryland.
¿De dónde son?
Colombia.
Colombia. ¿A dónde vas?
Nueva York.
New York?
Sí.
Okay. ¿A dónde son?
Florida.
Florida, okay. Going to Florida. ¿De dónde son? Where are you from? Haiti?
Haiti.
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 Haiti? Haiti?
Haiti.
Haiti?
Sí.
Africa? Haiti? Haiti, okay.
Haiti.
Haiti? Us.
Pennsylvania.
Pennsylvania, okay. Going to Pennsylvania. Ecuador. ¿A dónde vas?
Jersey.
Philadelphia?
Watching this, you can only imagine our founding fathers rolling over in their graves, seeing what the traitors in our government are doing to the country they fought so hard to secure. Truly shocking to see and hear.
Peru? Okay. ¿De dónde son?
Honduras.
Honduras? Familia? ¿Tu familia? ¿A dónde vas?
Para Alabama.
¿Ah?
Alabama.
Alabama? Alabama, okay. ¿De dónde son?
Guatemala.
Guatemala? ¿A dónde vas?
A Nueva York.
New York?
Así es.
Okay. ¿De dónde son?
Aquí de México.
¿Ah?
México.
Mexico. Oh, you hear that? Mexico. ¿A dónde vas?
Aquí a McAllen.
¿Ah?
McAllen. McAllen.
McAllen. Just to McAllen. Okay.
Virginia.
Virginia.
Yo soy mexicano y voy a Florida.
Florida, and this is like this on every bridge, just about along the southern border. Where are you from?
Man.
Kazakhstan? ¿De dónde son? Where are you from? Kazakhstan? Venezuela? ¿De dónde son? Where are you? China? Huh? Kyrgyzstan? Okay. ¿De dónde son? Haiti? Where are you from? No? You don't want to be on camera? Russia, okay. CBP1, huh? So no matter what they're telling you out of Washington, D.C., guys, it's a lie.
Hey there, Law and Border family. It's Dave Bray, USA here, patriotic entertainer and the voice of Law and Border. Today's very special musical tribute is a song that I wrote called Freedom Rings, Blood of Heroes. It's dedicated to the Gold Star families out there who know all too well what service and sacrifice truly mean. These families have paid the ultimate price for our freedom and buried their heroes. So let this song serve as a reminder to all Americans that our freedom comes at a very high price and a very painful cost.
soul from every war, across the seas, run ashore, every fold of our flag, the coffins are laid, the widow's land, every dog, every song, the price was paid for everyone, so remember him, cherish his name, your freedom reigns. His final breath, our flag still flies. So it is said, the blood of heroes never dies. So for every soul from every war, across the seas, on our shore, every fold of our flag, coffins lead to widow's land, every daughter, every song, the price was paid for everyone, so remember him, cherish his name, your freedom reigns. His final breath, our flag still flies. So it is said, the blood of heroes never dies. For every soul from every war, across the seas, run ashore, for every daughter, every song, the price was paid for everyone, so remember him, cherish his name, your freedom reigns.
Sorrow, pain, and death are felt and feared no more. I am bound for the promised land. I am bound for the promised land. Oh, who will come and go with me? I am bound for the promised land. When shall I reach that happy place and be forever blessed? When shall I see my Father's face and in his bosom rest? I am bound for the promised land. I am bound for the promised land. Oh, who will come and go with me? I am bound for the promised land.
Aid into Gaza. Tuesday is said to have been one of the more deadly single days of the 3-week-long war, with Israel intensifying bombardments in Gaza, reportedly killing more than 1,000 people, including 305 children. There's also increased concern that the Israel-Hamas conflict will spread across the Middle East, as the Israeli military says its jets struck Syrian army infrastructure and mortar launchers in response to rockets launched from Syria. Syrian news is reporting the attack killed 8 soldiers and wounded 7 more.
Meanwhile, Turbo America on steroids. And if you want to read more about Turbo America, go check out the Twitter account Fisted Foucault or nicolo.substack.com. It's a theory he has about America attempting to extend its global hegemony by confronting Russia, China, and essentially all other comers at the same time. It's exactly right. This is Mearsheimer's warning that America would morph into Turbo America, the GAE, as others call it, the globalist American empire. There are no breaks. They're talking about strikes on Iran, military strikes on Iran. Just go ahead, ballistic missiles on Tehran. Strike the hard, the snake. It's 2003 all over again. And if you speak out, if you say, you know what, I don't think we should do this, I think that this could lead to repercussions. What did I say last week? It's all inextricably linked. Connect the dots. All the attacks on U.S. bases, you think they're going anywhere? Why do you think the United States, and the Wall Street Journal has this out, the United States just told Israel, please delay your ground invasion of Gaza so that we can get more air defense assets around our bases throughout the entire Middle East? You really think it's just Hamas that's gunning for us? You really think it's just Hamas that's got American soldiers and American bases in their crosshairs? No. No. Everything that Israel does will be blamed on America. And every American soldier overseas, and potentially every American citizen overseas, is going to be targeted. Are you ready for that? Because that's the dirty little secret that they don't want getting out into the public. Meanwhile, we're already in a proxy war with Russia vis-a-vis Ukraine. Great job, Joe Biden. Great job, Turbo America. But if you speak out, if you say the words, or the number really, 1776, like Owen Schroyer, solitary confinement. This is your government now.
I ain't never gonna pretend that I give a damn. Anybody who's offended, come get it, we throwing